For over 2 centuries, Sweden has carefully cultivated an image of peace. This Scandinavian nation, known for its stunning landscapes and rich cultural heritage, has managed to stay out of major conflicts, even during the tumultuous periods of the 20th century. Its commitment to peace is deeply rooted in its history and societal values. It has been a beacon of neutrality, choosing not to engage in military alliances. This policy of non-alignment has allowed Sweden to focus on building a robust welfare state and fostering innovation and education. The Swedish model has often been cited as an example of how a nation can thrive without resorting to military might. Sweden has often played the role of mediator in international conflicts. Its diplomats are renowned for their skill in negotiation and conflict resolution. Over the years, Sweden has hosted numerous peace talks, earning a reputation as a trusted and impartial facilitator in the global arena. This stance has shaped its national identity and earned it respect on the global stage. The Swedish people take pride in their country's peaceful reputation, which is reflected in their culture and way of life. Festivals, public parks, and community events all emphasize harmony and cooperation. Swedes have enjoyed prolonged periods of peace and prosperity, a testament to their commitment to non-aggression. This peaceful environment has allowed Sweden to develop a high standard of living, with excellent healthcare, education, and social services. The quality of life in Sweden is often ranked among the highest in the world. This history makes Sweden's recent shift towards war preparedness all the more striking. In response to changing geopolitical dynamics, the Swedish government has decided to increase its defense spending and modernize its military capabilities. This move marks a significant departure from its long-standing policy of neutrality. The Swedish government's decision to bolster its military capabilities marks a significant departure from its traditional stance. This shift is seen as a response to growing security concerns in the region, particularly with the increasing tensions in Eastern Europe and the Arctic. This shift has sparked intense debate both domestically and internationally. Within Sweden, opinions are divided. Some citizens support the government's decision, believing it is necessary to ensure national security. Others, however, are concerned that this move could undermine Sweden's legacy of peace and neutrality. Some argue that it is a necessary response to legitimate security concerns. They point to the increasing military activities in the Baltic Sea and the need for Sweden to protect its sovereignty and territorial integrity. The government has emphasized that these measures are purely defensive in nature. Others, however, view it with skepticism, questioning the need for such a drastic change in policy. Critics argue that Sweden's strength has always been its commitment to peace and diplomacy. They fear that increasing military capabilities could escalate tensions and lead to an arms race in the region. The debate continues, reflecting the complex balance between maintaining peace and ensuring security in an ever-changing world. The world today is a very different place than it was just a few years ago. The international security landscape has undergone a dramatic transformation, characterized by renewed great power rivalry, the rise of hybrid warfare, and the proliferation of sophisticated cyber threats. These developments have challenged traditional notions of security and forced many countries, including Sweden, to reassess their defense postures. The emergence of new and evolving threats, ranging from state-sponsored disinformation campaigns to critical infrastructure attacks, has blurred the lines between peace and war. In this complex and unpredictable environment, traditional notions of military non-alignment have been called into question. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has had a profound impact on European security, serving as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace. Russia's actions have shattered the post-Cold War security architecture, sending shockwaves across the continent and beyond. The conflict has also exposed the vulnerabilities of countries that have traditionally relied on neutrality or military non-alignment as their primary security guarantees. Sweden, with its long history of peace, has not been immune to these anxieties. The war in Ukraine has prompted a fundamental reassessment of Sweden's security strategy. In a historic move that reflects the changing geopolitical realities, Sweden, along with its neighbor Finland, formally joined NATO in 2024. This significant step was not just a political maneuver, but a profound shift in the strategic landscape of Northern Europe. The decision to join NATO was influenced by a multitude of factors, including the increasing unpredictability of global politics and the need for a robust collective defense mechanism. This decision marked a watershed moment in Sweden's history, ending 2 centuries of military non-alignment. For over 200 years, Sweden had maintained a stance of neutrality, avoiding military alliances even during the tumultuous periods of the World Wars and the Cold War. However, the evolving security dynamics in Europe necessitated a re-evaluation of this long-standing policy. The move was driven by a number of factors, including the deteriorating security environment in Europe and a growing perception that neutrality was no longer a viable option. The annexation of Crimea by Russia in 2014 and the subsequent conflicts in eastern Ukraine highlighted the vulnerabilities of non-aligned states. Additionally, the rise of cyber threats and hybrid warfare further underscored the need for a collective security framework. Sweden's decision to join NATO was not taken lightly. It was the result of extensive debates within the Swedish parliament, rigorous assessments by the defense ministry, and consultations with various stakeholders. The government sought to ensure that the decision was in the best interest of national security and aligned with the broader goals of maintaining peace and stability in the region. It was the culmination of a long and careful deliberation process involving extensive consultations with domestic and international partners. Swedish officials engaged in numerous diplomatic meetings and strategy sessions with NATO members to understand the implications and benefits of joining the alliance. The decision was also influenced by public opinion, which had gradually shifted in favor of NATO membership. The move reflects a growing consensus within Sweden that collective security, rather than neutrality, is the best way to ensure its safety and security in an increasingly uncertain world. By joining NATO, Sweden aims to enhance its defense capabilities, contribute to regional stability, and reaffirm its commitment to the principles of democracy and mutual defense. This historic decision marks a new chapter in Sweden's approach to national and regional security. Section 5. A Nation on Alert. Military Preparedness and Public Response. In response to the heightened security concerns, Sweden has taken concrete steps to enhance its military preparedness. The nation has recognized the importance of being ready for any potential threat, whether it be conventional or unconventional. This proactive stance is a testament to Sweden's commitment to safeguarding its sovereignty and ensuring the safety of its citizens. The government has increased defense spending, modernized its armed forces, and invested in state-of-the-art technology. This includes upgrading military equipment, acquiring advanced weaponry, and enhancing the capabilities of its Air Force and Navy. These efforts are designed to ensure that the Swedish military remains a formidable force, capable of responding to any threat swiftly and effectively. Additionally, Sweden has intensified military exercises both domestically and with NATO allies. These joint exercises are crucial for fostering international cooperation and ensuring that Swedish forces are well prepared to operate alongside their allies. The collaboration with NATO not only strengthens Sweden's defense capabilities but also sends a clear message of unity and resolve to potential adversaries. The Swedish government has also taken steps to enhance its civil defense capabilities, recognizing that modern conflicts often extend beyond the battlefield. Civil defense drills and emergency preparedness exercises are conducted regularly to ensure that both the authorities and the public are ready to respond to any crisis. These activities are designed to build resilience and ensure that the nation can withstand and recover from any form of disruption. Recognizing the multifaceted nature of modern threats, Sweden has also bolstered its cybersecurity measures. Cybersecurity teams work tirelessly to protect critical infrastructure and sensitive information from cyber attacks. Emergency response teams are on high alert, ready to tackle any situation that may arise. These comprehensive measures are aimed at creating a robust defense system that can handle a wide range of potential threats. These measures are aimed at ensuring that Sweden is prepared for a wide range of potential threats, including hybrid attacks. Hybrid warfare, which combines conventional military tactics with cyber warfare and other forms of disruption, poses a significant challenge. By preparing for such diverse threats, Sweden aims to maintain its security and stability in an increasingly complex global landscape. The Swedish public has responded to these developments with a mix of anxiety and resolve. While there is a natural concern about the potential threats, there is also a strong sense of determination to be prepared and resilient. Public awareness events and military parades serve to educate and reassure the populace, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. the government has launched public awareness campaigns to educate citizens about potential threats and provide guidance on emergency preparedness. These campaigns are designed to ensure that everyone knows what to do in the event of a crisis, from natural disasters to security threats. By empowering citizens with knowledge and resources, the government aims to create a more resilient and prepared society. Emergency preparedness kits and public safety information sessions are now commonplace, ensuring that every household is equipped to handle emergencies. Training sessions are held regularly to keep the public informed and ready. Through these comprehensive efforts, Sweden is building a nation that is not only aware of potential threats, but also prepared to face them head-on. Section 6. Reviving Civic Duty, Preparing Citizens for Uncertain Times. In a further indication of Sweden's commitment to national preparedness, the government has taken the significant step of reinstating compulsory civic duty, a policy that had been abandoned after the Cold War. This move highlights the seriousness with which Sweden is approaching the current security climate. The decision to reinstate civic duty is not without its critics, with some arguing that it is an unnecessary and costly measure. However, the government has defended the move, arguing that it is essential to ensure that Sweden has a sufficient pool of trained personnel to respond to a range of potential crises, from natural disasters to military conflicts. Section 7. Whispers of Doubt. Are the threats exaggerated? Sweden's shift towards war preparedness has not been without its critics. Some argue that the government is exaggerating the threats facing the country. They point to Sweden's long history of peace and argue that it is unlikely to become embroiled in a military conflict. Others contend that the focus on military preparedness is misplaced, and that resources would be better spent on addressing other societal challenges, such as climate change or inequality. These dissenting voices highlight the complexities of the debate surrounding Sweden's security policy. Section 8. Finding a balance, navigating security concerns, and preserving peace. Sweden's challenge lies in finding the right balance between addressing legitimate security concerns and preserving its long-standing commitment to peace. The government's decision to enhance its military capabilities should not be interpreted as a desire for conflict. Instead, it should be seen as a pragmatic response to a changing security landscape and a determination to ensure that Sweden has the means to defend itself and its interests. Sweden remains committed to dialogue, diplomacy, and international cooperation as the primary means of resolving conflicts. Section 9. Conclusion. A new chapter in Sweden's security posture. Sweden's shift towards war preparedness marks a significant turning point in its history. It reflects a recognition that the world has changed and that Sweden must adapt to this new reality. While Sweden's commitment to peace remains unwavering, it is now taking a more proactive approach to ensuring its security. Only time will tell how these changes will shape Sweden's future. But one thing is certain: the country is entering a new chapter in its security posture.
So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before, only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.